It's got, because it's shaft driven, the wee nipple there, whenever you go out for a couple of days, 2 pumps of white grease into it. If you look at the bracket, that's a year old, which I believe that's a year old. That was replaced. Down into here, we changed it from 1 battery to 2 batteries, and then there is a split charge relay, which basically senses what battery is better and gives the other battery. So it's meant to be a smart relay. The wires are all marked for what they are. So there's one for those have a wee electric point, like your caravan electric point. It's got fully fused, and then there's 2 wires going in there from the wee charger. So if you do stop overnight where there's electric, say you were down at Fermanagh, you can sort that and it'll charge batteries while you're sitting up. These 2 seats is a cushion for between them, and a couple of planks to go in there, and that makes another bed out the back. So in here we have a little sink and a wee cooker. Cooker's not great. I do have the original cooker, and there is a tap in there. So what you will see is the vents are here, there, and here. So what I did do was I changed it, I upgraded it when I done it. So that's your heater, diesel heater, which is running. So I upgraded it. If you look, you'll see the wee turns, wee almost round switches at the top. They have wee flaps which stop them from sending out. So it gets, if you're not going in the cabin, you don't want to use the heating in, you can put the heat in the back of the boat only, or just have it coming out here. So there's also a wee vent there. Okay, so everything, that engine, right? So what we're going to do now is, what I've also done is, here is a vent that sucks air in. Here is a wee vent that blows air out. So what it does, it circulates air through the engine. It's put on from the switch, which, well, so the switch puts on, and we also have our horn. Every other switch here works as a rudder angle indicator, so really you just need to know when it's straight. That's brand new full gauge and sender. Stereo was got last year, new speakers in the front and in the back. These switches are for your lighting outside, so you can hit those off, hit these on, and there's all new, look up, LED, which also take you onto in the bathroom, which I also put, all this was replaced. There was nothing in this, so I did all this, replaced sink, and it does work. The sink does get water. So again, probably just a wee bit of freshening up, but good. So in here, these have underneath, and that brings your bed out to basically across here. It's a good size double. There's your speakers for the front, and you do have little lights here, which, as you can see, spotlights on each side. So you can turn these lights on from the cabin. Up there you've got another power supply for a wee TV or something on the wall, and just usual, this is a wee shower for outside the boat. So you just pump it all in and then put it in the bucket, warm the bucket up, and that does it. Down here, just obviously I use for kind of dishes and pots and stuff. So when we hit these off, that turns your lights off inside. So remember that for right. So what we also have is a wee small solar panel, and a wee, as you can see, the batteries are running pretty well. We have 2 more phone chargers here. We also have 2 phone chargers there, which also run the outside light. That's your diesel heater. You've got a remote control. So I'm gonna hit it on and then hit it off. So it's, there you go. So what I'll do is pull down. Diesel, it runs about a litre an hour. So you could run off, I've run 6 days around Fermanagh, which are also on the videos, and spent 6 days on it and run through £40 of diesel. So very good. The switches here for the stereo, everything's fused, power outlet, everything's fused and redone. You've got another cigarette lighter up there. This is I have 2 of these, so I'll explain in a minute. Garmin, fish finder, all working. Everything works. That's ship to shore. New aerial, new ship to shore 2 years ago, brand new 2 years ago. All the switch gears about a year old, so we should be able to. There's all your lights, and there's one in the back which just needs tapped in. So there's your light in the back, and then you have, so if I had all these on, your window wipers, which are both sides of the front, and you have, so that should be, so if we hit this on, there you go, so that's on. Everything that runs on this is fused and switched. These are remote controls for your lights, so your lights can actually go along with the music if you want them to. So you can, also the lights come in here as well. You look over it. Yep, so they go round there too. Brand new, that was replaced, that was replaced, that was replaced. The fog lights work in the front of it, spotlights in the front of it, all working. There's an anchor on the back. These all work. Basically everything works. Carbon monoxide right now, so this is the best bit. So what happened was, when I got this boat, the engine wasn't great. It was an old Volvo Penta, 25 horse. So what I did was, it blew up on me. So I'd taken the boat to Scotland from Lauren, I'd taken it to Rathlin, and it's a good seafaring boat, very very good, but not quick. So what I did was, as you can see, all the soundproofing's done. There's my wee fan here, that sucks the air in, and there's a wee fan round the back in the heat piping. So this is a Yamaha 20 horse. I bought it off a guy who he bought it, had it for about 2 years, never put it in. So I went to the guy he bought it he was a Yamaha dealer. They checked how many hours. At that time there was about 200 hours on it. So 200 hours basically are, so they can run between 8 to 10,000 hours without needing many work. The average boat does about 100 hours a year. So the engine's really fresh and it's cool. So I cleaned out this, sorted this. That's been replaced. Down in the bottom there's a new impeller done last year. The problem with getting the engine was that we put the engine in, the gearbox wasn't the proper gearbox. Yamaha's run roughly about 3.2 to 1, which means the engine does 3.2 revolutions to 1 turn of the prop. The one I had in it was 2 and it wouldn't run right. That's why I got the propeller checked and everything done. So I have another 2 engine by it's a 3-cylinder and it's 25 horse, but it's raw water cooled. The guy brought a boat over from Scotland with it and it purred like a kitten. So he said that there was nothing wrong. All I needed was the gearbox. So I've got the other engine, all the ancillaries, the injectors, alternator, starter motor, everything crosses over between the 2 engines. So you can basically drop the second engine straight in. Also what I got was, I got 4 brand new engine mounts which are about £190 each. So they got put onto it. The exhaust, that part of the exhaust got renewed back. So I renewed it. I made this wee thing to make the water flow better. Here. I also cleaned all this out. Took everything out of it. So since then it's only been in fresh water. These engines like the rev, Volvo stove. So basically you can be sitting at 5.5 knots at about, let me think, 2.5, just over 2,500 revs, 2,700 revs. These rev out at 3,700 and they like to be rev. They don't like sitting at 2,000 revs. So he says the engine is absolutely spot on. Good wee engine in it. These engines are hard to come by, never mind about having a full spare engine. So, like I say, all that got renewed. I did everything to it. Got fully serviced. Doesn't need anything. Starting easy. So also, if you look down in here, you'll see for the wee, that's for the, there's two bilge pumps in there. Both of them work, one's an auto and one's a manual. But I've never really had to use it. The cabin never leaks, doesn't leak at all. And there's a table which goes in here, which I'll find a picture of and put it on. So this is a Marex Flexi 20. It's an absolutely stunning wee boat. It's got heating. It's a brilliant weekender for a small family, or for, you know, or if you're looking just to get away from it, or sit down, or just go away for a full weekend. There's a 50-litre water tank, and there's a 50, I think it's more than 50, it actually could be 80 to 100-litre water tank. And there's also a 50-litre diesel tank, which is enough to run it for 50 hours. So as you can see, all this has been replaced. These lights were all wired in by me. Every window's all sealed. Now, to be honest with you, it could probably be tidied, the windows, just because I sealed them well to make sure they never leak again. The wee boat is a stunning wee boat. These are brilliant wee boats. They take a wave, and the thing is, they also have what's called a cruiser stern, which means the back side of it is round. So what that does is, if a wave hits you in the back, it splits the wave as well. It means the wave doesn't slap you as hard. On a flat boat you get a slap with a wave. This one doesn't. Everything's LED. Everything, I made sure everything was turned into LED. All the gauges are new. With the other engine, there's full set of clocks. There's everything with it. Engine mounts, clocks. There's another gearbox, which isn't the right gearbox for it, but it's all there. Like I say, the remotes are for the lights outside, and they're also for the stereo. So everything's here. The wee boat's ready to go. It's a cracking wee boat. I have put all my heart into this, and this wee boat is good. You can zip the front up, pull it back, take the back off, and then head down. I've also got material like this. I've got a cover done for the front hatch, which is this, and all it needs is screwed on. I have it all done. So all you have to do is put the wee bolts that are there for it into it, and it's done. Every night, it's a cozy wee boat at night. It's stable enough. It's just a cracking wee boat. So this is a Marex Flexi 21. It's a Norwegian 21-foot boat, and they are absolutely brilliant wee boats. Very, very rare. I've only ever seen one other one for sale. So anyway, thank you.